this is actually true. As with many nutrition myths, they start with a grain of truth or misinterpreted or misunderstood science. Let's explore this. When we eat food or carbohydrates, our body can sense that there is energy available and turns off fat breakdown. It does this via the presence of insulin. So when you eat food, insulin is produced that signals to the brain that there is enough energy readily available and to stop breaking down stored energy for fuel. Which makes perfect sense. Why would you break down fat when there's already energy in the blood ready to be used? In fact, this response is very useful because high levels of blood glucose which occur after you eat are dangerous. So we need to lower these by either using that energy or shuttling it off to be stored in either muscle, liver, or as fat. High blood glucose levels are the hallmark of type 2 diabetes, and an inability to control your blood glucose levels is a sign of poor metabolic health. So, if carbohydrates turn off fat burning, surely that is bad for fat loss? Alas, no, because this is only for an acute period of time, i.e. after meals, when blood glucose levels are high. After that, or in between meals, you will still use stored energy, fat, for fuel. And so if at the end of the day you're in negative energy balance, i.e. you have burnt more calories than you've taken in, you will be using stored energy for fuel. Thus, you will lose body fat. Or, put in another way, if two people eat the same amount of calories, they're in the same deficit, one person eats high carbs, one person eats low carbs, they will utilize the same amount of stored body fat, which remember is what we're trying to lose if fat loss is the goal, at the end of the day. Thus, it is energy balance and not carbohydrate content of your diet that will dictate fat loss. And this leads quite nicely to one of my favourite low carbohydrate claims, which is that you will burn more fat if you eat low carb. And this is true. This is very, very true, because when you eat a low carbohydrate diet, assuming calories are the same, you will be eating a higher fat diet. So you've eaten more fat and now you're going to burn more fat. You are in fact burning more dietary fat because you've eaten more dietary fat. You will not lose more body fat on a low carbohydrate diet if calories are kept the same.